Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro, and with me today, as always, I'll go say sorry. The Bianconeri Zone live. I need to get in the rhythm of saying that. I don't know why I feel like it's important. Whatever. With me today, as always, is Julian. Oh, just a sec. 1 second. There we go. Julian Gianotti. Sorry, I had me screaming back in my ear because I put it on the.
Yeah.
I had pulled that up to make sure it was working, so we don't need that. Sorry, it's been whatever. Anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah, right. I left it on a cliffhanger though. Is Julian Gianotti who's with me as always?
I am here.
Now I can ask you, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Doing well. It's been an interesting morning, I'd say, when it comes to things regarding Juventus and the world of the news, the rumors, some of the hot takes that have been going around. Have I don't know. We've been talking about it a little bit in the background, obviously, all day. So I'm sure we'll cover a lot of that stuff as well as the latest news we have. Let me check. I don't know if you're lagging or not.
I'm lagging, yeah.
Okay, as long as I just want to make sure, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As long as the host, not that you don't matter, but as long as the main one, as long as the one that has the eCam on here, it's good. Yeah. I'll just mute him and I'll just talk the entire time. Actually, no, I don't want to do that at all. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and jump into it. What is up, Hanin? What's up, Yushina? What's up, Fix? I'm not gonna say hi to you. I already said hi to you, so I don't even say hi to you in the chat. Anyway, let's jump into it with the latest news that we have. Actually, let me remember before you do anything, if you're here, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're here right now, you probably have already subscribed, but make sure you go ahead and hit that like button because it really helps our channel, especially if you're hanging out and enjoying the streams that we provide, even if my takes are bad. Let's start with the first news of the day that we have, and that is the big news of Locatelli alternative, which are two words that I don't want to see together during this Mercado at all. I'm not happy about it. I know a lot of you aren't happy about it. I've seen some of the comments. I haven't gotten to dive fully into them yet from earlier today's news show, but I agree with most of you. Anyway, what we have here is Tutor Sports reporting that the real, I wanted to say real because I'm reading it, the real alternative to Locatelli is Tchouameni. I'm not saying the first name. It's Tchouameni, and I guess I actually did an okay job. I don't think anybody ridiculed me too bad earlier, and that was just a guess too. Allegri really likes the player, and there already have been contacts with his agent. You did a little bit of diving into the player today, I think, right? Or you at least looked a little bit at his performances or something, highlights.
Yeah, funny enough, Monaco did play today, and he did start for them. Obviously, this is a very light rumor right now. For us to actually get him, we'll probably offer the 2-year loan deal, if anything, because we don't have the money that Monaco wants right now. And it's a different structure to what Sassuolo wants, which is the real kicker for us. We want a 2-year loan deal for Sassuolo, so we don't have to pay at the same time as Chiesa, whereas Sassuolo want money up front and a 1-year loan deal. So maybe the alternative is what Tutto Sport is saying, is to go to Tchouameni's, to go for him for a 2-year loan deal, if anything. The player himself, every time I've watched him, he's been okay. He's been fine. He's a classic holding midfielder. He breaks up play well. He doesn't give the ball away a lot, which is very good. But today, especially, I watched Monaco was playing Nantes in Ligue 1 because Ligue 1 started today, and they're not a good team. So obviously, he looked pretty good. I don't know how he'll react to a better club. I don't know how he'll react against better competition. But at this stage, he does stand out.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't go in and act like I've done a ton of research or anything like that. The way I can really take from this is I don't know, it's not a hot take, but the take that I really have is just that, I don't know, I don't like this popping up within the last, I guess it's more than a couple weeks, because I guess it's still early August, but I don't really love the idea of a new name popping in, and I understand the whole loan situation and doing a loan, but in the end, you're going to end up coming down to about a similar price range. But actually, was there a number that was thrown out there that they were requesting that was kind of insane?
Or Monaco?
Yeah, or was this
50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. to me, that's already enough. Like, even if you can spread that out over a couple of years, I don't know. To me, no thanks. I don't know. I think that's.
For the amount of money we have, it's not feasible.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, we can't bank on a 21-year-old center midfielder, and waste our money all on that. Whereas Locatelli's proven himself a bit more in our league and on the international stage at that point. So, and he's cheaper.
Yeah. With Locatelli, I know what I'm getting from him. He's cheaper than this. Regardless, I understand if you're not going to be able to get the loan deal, you're not going to get the loan deal. But I just also I don't like to because it sounds very honkish or whatever, but like there is something to be said for Locatelli being an Italian too. Like to me, like there is something for that for me, at least personally. To me, it's also like I don't know if this sounds correct, or just call me out if I'm sounding whatever any certain way about this. But like I kind of view it too as like when you're getting a guy like Locatelli, you're getting more than just what he brings on the field. There's the Italian aspect, but there's also the aspect of, to me, when I look at like what Juventus football is, and it's having that like Italian talent, the Azzurri talent, but also that you're kind of getting back more to the roots than like. Yeah, for the guy, there are Ronaldo guys, kind of thing. There's a little bit of there's a change that I've noticed since Ronaldo joined the club. Not saying everything's bad. I'm not saying Ronaldo's bad, but there is. I feel like they got a little bit away from that, and that's something I'd like to see be more. A lot of our guys got old too.
Yeah, so. The culture's changed a bit ever since they rebranded the badge. Ever since they got Ronaldo, it's more of a business, which they're trying to keep up with the world, obviously. But you still need some of that family. Some of that family culture, some of that like classic Ital Juve culture. It's what made the club what it is today, and it's what's going to make it keep going, to be honest.
Yeah, that's my and that's why I just kind of like, I there's so much branding, and like I even push on like I think branding's a great thing. I think branding with Ronaldo's been great too, because well, you kind of hope that it would bring in more money for Juve as well. Hasn't done as much as I guess maybe they expected. Also, you have the current climate and everything that's been going on. Definitely plays a big issue in that. Let me see. Actually, there's a comment that actually came up that caught my eye. I think. Let me switch over to here. If we can get that up here. And I think Bobby brought it up, saying, "Are Juve using other players to spook Sassuolo, similar to how they used Arsenal against us?" I not that I don't know how to answer this. I'm not sure, because when I say this is like, how does that truly benefit Juventus by getting? And yes, there are other options, but like to me, it is. I think if you're doing that, Pjanic was kind of that option. It was kind of that. Does that make sense? Not that Pjanic is somebody who excites us, but like, how many people are really getting hyped about this kid that I didn't know much about him before we, got the news today, if that makes sense.
It is exciting to be linked with him, but like not at this current climate and not at this stage of his career.
Right. Well, if you know I guess, well, there's that, and then I guess when I say excited, what I meant is more as like as the replacement, like of kicking out the one guy that like everybody was almost equally on the table for. Everybody was like bought in, like we want Locatelli. Most fans there are a few fans here and there that are like, I'd rather have whoever it is. But for the most part, most fans were bought into Locatelli's the guy. Let's go get him. Let's get this done. And then I don't know. I guess there could be a little bit of that, but my thing is it would be more of if there were like a cheaper option, because I feel like if you're Juventus and you're floating this out and it's a player who has a price tag of this amount, it comes off more of like, wait, so you're able to afford that? I don't know. Yeah. Even though you're going with a loan would be the preference. I don't know. That's the way I view it.
The way that it would be spooky in general is that it's just a different type of deal that other teams would be willing to do with Juventus compared to what Sassuolo's wanting to do. I don't think Sassuolo should be scared at all, because at the end of the day, Locatelli is their player. He's contracted to their team, so I don't think they should be scared. But it's just another team that could possibly do a different type of deal that works better with Juventus. I don't buy that we're going to get Tchouameni in the first place. Mm-hmm. But it is something to think about. It's a nice name to be linked with.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with the future. The one thing I can say that it doesn't benefit me doing this channel, but like my kind of usual tactic is if I hear a name pop up, I don't want to say I ignore it, but I let it sit there, and I'll come back to it once it keeps building steam. Like when they, obviously he was already at Juventus, but when Pjanic first came up, I was like, okay. Or actually, no, better option, ignore that. When Kyle Jorge came out for the first time, it wasn't that long ago when he really started to build some steam, or when he first got mentioned for Juventus. And I think I even said in the video, I was like, okay, we'll come back to him later. I'll look into him more. And then literally 3 days later, he was, popping up 3 days in a row. That's kind of one of those things where I look more into it. I don't know. That's let me pull up what do we have here. I think we have some information regarding him, and that would be
his physical stats.
Yeah,
so he's 21.
Yeah, he's 21. I think I talked about this if you watched our daily video, which you should have. I went over most of the stuff in there, but basically, he's valued at 30 million, but they're asking what 50. You said right, 50 million. So that's a huge difference. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was put off when I first saw 30 mil. Not put off because it's a young player. But like, how old is Locatelli again? Isn't he 23? 23. So it's a couple years. It's only he's not a lot younger than him either. But how? Okay. So what does? Dang it. Tchouameni. Sorry, this is gonna give me every time. What does Tchouameni bring as a player? Like, he's a defensive mid. Is he creative at all? Does he do anything like that? Really?
He's not as creative. Like Locatelli's the much more finished product as a central midfielder. But Tchouameni could break up play amongst the best of them. Like, he could defend and he can break up play, win headers. Strong dude. That's why I said like he'd be ideal if we actually had money.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, yeah, let's try and get this guy. But like, we have no money, so like, let's put our focus on something where we actually need 100% as a more well-rounded player. Yeah,
absolutely. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. What are your guys' thoughts on Tchouameni as a player? Any of y'all really have strong feelings on him? Let me see. I'll get into it a little bit. I was to see if anybody really had, because like, honestly, with the player, it's an interesting name to pop up. It's an interesting watch for the future for me. Yeah. But again, the price tag is it's off-putting for me. That's what I meant to say. It is off-putting for me. So that's mainly where I sit with that. Let's see. Let me jump through some of these. Still getting used to running this thing. So let's see.
I saw Andy, a guy named Andy, had a lot of comments. He was comparing it to Locatelli or something.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. He said, "How will we pay 50 mil?"
And that'll be made payable over years. But like I said, the deal will be broken down into probably a 2-year loan deal, and then made payable over like the contract, however long he signs for. Yeah. Similar to Chiesa's deal.
Yeah, and I guess overall, more than likely, Monaco may be a little bit more open to doing business with Juventus than Juventus, who Super League, all the issues with the Super League, the perceived damage that other clubs in Serie A could view that as, whether that's factual or not. They're I don't know what to say. They're going to screw over, but I mean, you've kind of seen it in this Mercado when it comes to trying to sell players, when it comes to trying to buy players. Everybody's being a pain right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we'll definitely get into. I see a lot of the talk about the things that the latest stuff that's been going on, the biggest news of the day, or not biggest news of the day, but the news, the whole football landscape. The way
$G.
Yeah, exactly. PSG, my mortal enemy at this point. Yeah, all that. And then here's a question more for you. I'd say Edgar brought it up. I just tuned in. In an ideal world, we would have dumped CR7 and signed Messi. Better fit and easier. Maybe not a question, but statement, I guess.
Hey. Yeah. Not that we would dump him. Just he wanted to leave in the first place. So if he left, there would be wages available. That's all I'm gonna say.
If Messi actually just what's it called? There you go. There's your Messi, the best player in the world. I guess if he would have gone by his Italian roots, I'd probably be cheering for him. He probably would be who I'd say is the best. But anyway, he said, "Is the best player in the world, win or loss?"
Huge W, football post. Huge W.
Exactly. Giovanni Cristiano said, "I really like Tchouameni. I think I like him more than Loca." So there's one guy who says that. So
That's personal preference, right?
yeah,
I think like I said, Locatelli's more of a refined player. He does more, in the attacking sense, and like he can hold his own defensively. And like I said, he's accustomed to Serie A already. He's played with some of the players at a high level in the national team. I just think he'd suit. Obviously, he'd be a better suit than Tchouameni at this point.
yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think I'm just too bought into the Locatelli stuff to come off course at this point. So yeah, to me, it's either you get Locatelli or you I don't want to say you. I guess you failed to me. That's just my or my feeling on the situation. We can move on and we can talk because we'll have plenty of stuff I'm sure to talk about. There's a lot of things going on. Let me move this around. Let's talk about the Dybala. I guess this weekend seems to be, or I guess today's Friday.
Tomorrow.
I lose track of every day at this point. Tomorrow, will actually be the day for the meeting. Hopefully, the final meeting between Juventus and Dybala's agents. Let's see. So it says Dybala renewal Saturday should be the day of the meeting between Juventus executives and the player's agent, Jorge Anton. Maybe I said it wrong. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'm trying with that. There's so many different ways to say Jorge, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I give up at this point. Hopefully they just get it done, and hopefully they can come to an agreement. Hopefully we don't need to worry about it. I'll say hopefully we don't have to worry about Inter coming up and swooping in getting Dybala. We don't need to worry about that. But of course they're going to go after him. Were there talks? Oh, not talks. So it appeared Dybala, did he train today with the actual team?
Yeah, he did a light training session, and he's still not playing on Sunday. Like, I'm honestly a bit scared right now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my biggest fear with Dybala is maybe fear isn't the correct word, but I guess it kind of is. What if he ends up becoming a recurringly injured player, or whatever have you? I want to be able to see him play. I want to see what he can do if he can get back to full strength. I mean, from having symptoms of the thing you don't want to get the last year. That's, I guess, the way I can say it in the word that I can use. From dealing with that to getting injured, like, it's just been... Last time I really saw him, he had the one match. I can't
He came back and scored against Napoli.
Every damn time. You got it every time. Every time you got it for me. Anyway, against Napoli. But besides that, it's really just the season before, the 1920 season, that I really remember, seeing Dybala and whatever. All my friends here locally even know, like, I was, hyping Dybala up for a long time after that. Like, my friends who are, old Kentucky boys, they're UK fans. They don't know anything about the not the American sport, about the world's game, and they know who Dybala is because of me, kind of thing. So it's been disappointing not being able to see him play lately. I'm just hoping to get him out there as soon as possible. Like, at this point, I moved on past the young guys getting the minutes. I'm moving into, like, I want to see what
he needs the minutes though.
Yeah.
Or else, like, he had that preseason training in Miami where he got fit. Apparently, he looked good, whatever. And now he's been doing his own little light training on the side now because he's apparently nicked something. But at some point, he needs to start playing minutes and he needs to start training with a team again because I'm getting worried now. And now, if we're going to commit $10 million a year for an extension, I know I said earlier on it's nothing to worry about, but this is a little bit worrying now.
Yeah. That is what I worry. That's what I worry about, and that's why. Heck, there's so many players on the team that have had issues with injury. I want to go into it a little bit later. I can bring up a couple guys. Actually, I want to kind of go over some of the. I commented earlier my feelings on some of the stuff that was going on today from, like, the fan base. I was like, really? I was like, is this what we're doing today? Like, is that really is it necessary? We'll get into that. But there have been a lot of injured players that, like, I don't know. And then Jeremy's over here is asking, why is Juventus proposing less money than what Dybala wants? That's because that's how negotiations work. I don't...
At the end of the day, there is reasons for that. Like, he's been hurt for a while, like we just mentioned, and his performances have dropped. He's a little bit older, and the current economic climate, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this.
Yeah. I there's so many issues because he hasn't been playing. We don't know how healthy he's going to be. Juventus doesn't want to get stuck with, I hate to just bring up Khedira, but, another situation of an injured player just milking all the money. And then we're even worse off because we still can't, and then we won't be able to buy even more players to replace him when we need to. So, yeah. Let's see, any other Dybala talk? Edgar. Dybala is Juve most naturally talented footballer. CR7 is most effective as a product of training. Dybala is a natural talent.
He's classic left footer.
Yeah.
Left footers are usually like that. Comes easy to them.
Exactly. Let's see what else we got here. What's Andy saying? Andy's back here. According to Italian news outlet Calcio Mercato Web, Chelsea are willing to offer $60 million in cash plus Timo Werner, who is currently valued at $45 million for Juventus star Matthias de Ligt.
Just cancel that source.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, but even if they're willing to offer, yeah.
Just cancel that source. Don't even read that.
Yeah. Don't waste your time with that anymore. That's all I can say. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Oh, let's see. Bobby, all thanks to the idiot Paratici, just like Murata and Khedira. I think I missed a part of what we were saying in here. Again, there's only so much, like... Yes, here we are. The Agnelli boys are here. I'm waiting for my paycheck. I didn't get yesterday's paycheck yet, so I can't really hype this team up as much as I would like to. But once that money hits the bank account, I will be. Let's see. Where's the? I guess it's gonna be my. There's my honk. There's my honk alert. That's when I will be full on honk mode for Agnelli. That's what I will be doing. Yes, MZ Raf. Hey guys, I see you have commercials now. Yes, we do. We actually are. We appreciate. Thanks to all your support, we're able to do this. I apologize to you all that you have to sit through a short commercial, but you're helping us by doing that. It's awesome though. We really appreciate all of you guys' support, showing up, being a part of this community and this channel. But yeah, let's see. And Terrio, we're overlooking. We're overlooking the left back situation. I hope Sandro plays against Barca, and we all see that we have a big problem. I mean, I think we're aware that there's an issue there. Wait, okay. Is Sandro going to play, or is it going to be? No, I'm not saying. Okay, sorry, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to think. Do we know is Sandro going to be playing? Do we know?
We have no idea who's the.
Well, I mean, we don't. Well, we don't know, but have we heard any kind of rumors or any kind of?
I think it's going to be DeShilio again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to hint to. I was like, well, DeShilio's there, and not Agnelli. Sorry, I'm just thinking about my boss. Allegri likes DeShilio, so like I don't know that we may. I mean, we may. I think most fans may agree. Yeah, we probably have an issue or something like that when it comes to it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what we can really take from that right now. That's just unfortunately not the priority. Otherwise,
yeah. So Sandro is the first choice left back on this team. Yeah. He is better than DeShilio. You can hide an average left back like Alexandro in a team. You cannot hide poor midfielders, which is why you upgrade there first. Like Alexandro is fine enough to be fine, like I said, and just exist in a back four. Whereas if you have a bad midfielder, like we saw countless times last year, it's not good enough. And right. We lose. We get out battled in midfield by a team like Sassuolo.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Before we move to anything else, we have Jeremy also said, "Is the Super League the only way that's going to save our financial situation?" Selling Ronaldo, maybe. I don't know. Not really solve it, but I mean, it would definitely help. Like yeah,
it boost us. It put us into the company with those teams that are currently buying like. They have no regrets for money. Yeah. Like if we got that cash injection, we'd be in all these races for all these players. We'd have Pogba. Pogba. Like there's no question about that.
We'd have Donnarumma.
Yeah, we probably would have Donnarumma, 100% actually, and we'd have Locatelli already. Like we'd have all those three signings, boom, done. If the Super League was a thing.
Yeah, like yeah.
I was gonna say, however, for now we have to count on the ticket sales coming back and all like. Just stuff getting back to normal.
Yeah, it's just until we haven't had like even here in America now we're at 100%. We'll see with everything that's been going on if that will continue. We've had like 100% attendance stuff, but in Italy, there hasn't been any of that. It's been, well, they haven't had, like, what was the very end they had? What was it for the Champions League final? That was it.
Champions League final, I think there was about 12,000 people. But the Euro Cup had the final had a lot of people. But in Italy specifically, our stadium, the Allianz Stadium, can only hold 50% of people. Whereas the other stadiums that have different seating capacities are at 33%.
Right. Well, it's just because overall it's a smaller stadium because of.
It has to do with the length of the seat.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
yeah, that's what it is. It's
so
crazy.
So wait, does Allianz have like larger ass holding capacity? Is that what it is?
Apparently they're better seats.
I'm guessing. I don't know. Seats. Yeah, I guess they're probably more comfortable.
At the San Siro, or I guess the Giuseppe Meazza, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. It's an older stadium, right? So the seating's like smaller. It's to pack more people, and obviously they have 80,000 people capacity or whatnot. And at the Allianz, it's only like 41,000, 43,000. So obviously they've made it so like just more comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah,
better engineering.
It works. I can't wait to get out there. Hopefully, whenever they open up to 100%. Let's go ahead. Let's move it on to our and. He's in the chat, so Alejandro knows what he did. He's not making me happy because this is a topic, and it shouldn't be a topic, but it is a topic. And yes, so everything that we know and that we've heard and we've seen, I'm distraught that I have to talk about it again. But that's the freaking Mercado that we've been in, and that's the sorry situation this Mercado's been for me. So Pjanic 2.0, it appears. With reports, there's been reports back around. I think Giovanni Albanese, I don't know if he was the last one to talk on it. He kind of made a comment just sticking by the thought that Juventus is waiting till the end of the market for him. But then there's also been reports that Pjanic 2.0 could get done this weekend. That it's very potentially could happen this weekend, which I don't like it for a multitude of reasons. I mean, back to the Locatelli topic every single time. You know, that's what I worry about it. Anyway, so how bad or good would it be to bring Miralem Pjanic back to the club? You and I don't know. Like, okay, Ryan, you're in the chat. Ryan, give me your spill of why talk me into why this is a good thing. That's what I'm gonna say. Like,
I can do this twofold.
Okay.
I can play devil's advocate in both ways. So, the bad is that he's if he comes, Locatelli's not coming. That's the bad. The good is he comes because no one else can come.
Besides Locatelli? Is that what you
mean? Like no one else and no one else can come, so that's why he's being signed.
Right? Yeah, okay. That see, I could get around that if it's like we're bringing these two guys in and that's your midfield boost or whatever.
No, I'm saying no Locatelli, but Pjanic is coming in.
And that's it?
Yes.
Oh, go to hell. Go to absolute hell.
Okay, but the thing is, it's better than nothing.
Is it? I think
it's better than nothing.
How much better than nothing is it, honestly? Like, besides people, pushing his... I don't know, maybe I'm not so negative. I guess I'm pretty negative on this. I guess it's better than nothing, but...
Okay, so let me iron this out better.
Yeah,
okay. So, August 31st, if no center midfielder has been purchased, and Pjanic is the last straw, I take that.
Yeah, it would be like, okay. Nenva saying, imagine the Pjanic press conference. It'll be a panic conference for me. That's all. It won't be Pjanic. It'll be a panic conference.
Listen to Eden more.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. They'll tout this freaking kid out and be like, look how cute this kid is.
Yeah.
He's back. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves it. And I'm so glad he's back. Aren't you all happy to see this shiny... Not a toy. That's weird. It's a kid. see this cute kid. He's great. That's like me if I go upstairs or whatever and grab my 1-year-old and be like, see how cute this kid is? Isn't this great content? Are we making a great show for you guys? I don't know. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. Not like what we're doing is great anyway. Not like what I'm doing is great at least. You're top. I know he's good at what's called free kicks and like I don't know. Okay,
we still need someone better than Ramsey, and we still need someone better and like just used to the league. We still need someone to come in. We still
So
need depth.
So I guess your positive is that he's not injured, and he's not injured, and he's better than Ramsey, and he has a pulse.
He's not. Yes, if he has a pulse, and if he's just on the bench kicking, then I'm okay with it. It's better than nothing. It's better than having young youth players there. To be honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they're not used to it. They need to get like. I'd rather trust Pjanic against Inter in the last 15 minutes than have to put Ranocchia or Fagioli on.
No, I think Fagioli should be out there. I think this is his moment to shine, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. Edgar, people as a club strategy, should we buy aggressively now as players are cheap and risk not buying much in the next 1 or 2 seasons? The value of players will rise when the stadium crowds back to 100%. It'll rise, but I don't think it'll be. To be honest, I don't think it's going to dramatically rise.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, one, I don't think we can aggressively buy anybody right now. Otherwise, we would have aggressively bought Locatelli. Yeah. If we're being honest, like unfortunately, no, Edgar. I don't think that's even an option that we can even entertain or fantasize about or whatever at this point right now. It's just in general. I think players' prices are going to be up a little bit more than like say the way we sold Demiral, or not sold, but loaned him, and the option that we have there is probably a lower price than it would have been if everything were normal, as it's been the last couple of years. But I don't think it's dramatically different, if that makes sense. It's what I don't want to say that this is nothing, but it's like what 5 million or so euros here or there kind of thing. Does that make
sense?
For what? Like the price range, like for the players, like you're looking at like Demiral. Maybe you could have sold him for
like an increase of 5 million euros perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it weren't in this situation, I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, not really. It depends if there's 2 clubs going after it. It depends on the market or in a bidding war, right? Like Like at the end of the day, Haaland's price next year is still 75 million.
Yeah.
Because of a release clause.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to outbid that. You just pay that, and then you outbid by the wages. But like even if we were trying to go with Locatelli, like there was no bidding war.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We're
just arguing with one guy, and that's it. Because he doesn't want to go anywhere else. All right, here's Ryan with his argument. I think he sent me this before, but okay, let's see. It's a good thing for bringing Pjanic because one, he can lower half his wages, so he can lower it by half. He can help in mastering free kicks. Is he a master? Would you say he's?
He's good at them.
He's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep the point. I'll keep the point. I'm not gonna whatever. He's giving me his points. 3, he can help us in midfield in the locker room with young players as well. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what he's like in the locker room. I don't know what he does. You know what I mean?
He probably is good in the locker room because everyone did like him a lot. Like Matuidi liked him, Quadrado likes him, Ronaldo liked him. So
yeah. That's true.
I see why that point was fine, but it's not why you really buy someone, right? It's not hockey. The trade deadline, you get the 4th line grinder.
Yeah. And he said number 4, apart from him as a slow player, he can play as a playmaker and a backup for Artur.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's the main point. He fills a role that Allegri wants right now.
I know I'm really kind of wishy-washy because I said I bit in the knee, and then here I am still bitching and moaning. A week later, or whatever it's been. I just give me one guy that I can be excited about for the future of this club. Like, no offense, Caio Jorge, great. I don't know what we're getting there until I see him play. I don't know. So I'm not excited. Maybe some people are excited about him. I'm intrigued to see what he can do. But at this moment, I am not excited for what he means for the future of Juventus at this time. Let's see. MZ Raff said, if you see something, let me know. MZ Raff said, per Bruno, is it a free transfer? How much is Juve paying, and wouldn't the money be better spent on Locatelli? I'm guessing that's...
that's my dad.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
My dad's Bruno, yeah.
Oh. So wait, who's MZ Raff then? Or is
my
Bruno
mom.
in here? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot. That's hilarious. I kept saying that, and I was like, I don't know who MZ Raff is. Wait, where does MZ Raff come from? Ms. Raff, or what is it?
Probably. I have no idea. Raff is her name.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what 48 is. I don't know what Nazia Raff. I don't know what Raff or MZ means.
I need to stop.
It wouldn't be a free transfer. It'd be a 2-year loan deal.
Yeah. Does that make? Yeah.
Just the wages would be paid.
Sorry, I totally forgot the question. So I was like, yeah, I was just agreeing with you. And I was like, I totally forgot the question. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah. But yeah, I think any money would be better spent on Locatelli. But yeah, if it's free, it wouldn't be going to him. What's up, homie Juve? And then Bill Spanks, isn't Haaland a Juve fan? Have pictures of him in our stadium with a Juve beanie.
There's a lot of pictures of him in every stadium.
With their stuff on, probably, I'm sure. Yeah. I think a lot of high-level talents are fans of a lot of clubs. Yeah. They're fans of the money they can make, for the most part.
I did send you that video, right? You and Ale.
Yes, you did. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I had a message real quick. Let's see, what else we got here? Actually told the same. Yeah, Massimo said that, I love how Ryan is using a comment I made, whatever yesterday. Actually, Ryan did. I will give Ryan credit, though, Massimo, because Ryan did actually tell me this stuff like a month ago when he was trying to talk me into this whole situation. So he's not plagiarizing your work in the stance, but I think a lot of people probably agree with him. What else do we have here? Edgar, I think Juve are deliberately reclaiming the image of tough negotiators who spend prudently. Paratici lost his aura, and Cherubini and Arriva Bene, bringing it back to Mogi days, hence Loca stalling. I mean, okay.
That's not the today's day and age. You don't do that.
You kind of get it done. The only thing I'll say is the only crap. What was I gonna say? There's something else gonna say. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just my argument to that would be, or not argument to it, but the way I could maybe agree with it is he did say in the beginning of this, we're doing this very differently. When Cherubini came in here, Riva Bene came in, they both said we're doing things very differently than Paratici did with the club. The way we handle money, the way we do loans, the way we do all of that stuff is not going to be. I mean, and they haven't really proven it to me yet. Besides signing Caio Jorge and getting that done. Bravo, I think it was more he wanted to come play with Ronaldo. I don't know if that's true, but I see all the comparisons, and I also don't want to get fuel to the Ronaldo fanboys that are just gonna be like, yeah, it's just Ronaldo, that's the reason you got him. It probably played a role in it. I'm sure being a striker, you want to, if you can go play with the best or second best, depending on who you are.
I think it's just because Milan and Benfica are inferior.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Anyway,
that's what we're going for, Caio Jorge. But going back to that, we saw Paratici just forked out 55 mil for Romero, right? So he's doing exactly what he did in the past at Tottenham now. It's going to be interesting to see who else he buys because he's got free reign now, working at a club that has money.
He's got free reign, but I can't lose the irony or the kind of the humor in it that he sold him for 16 mil. Yeah, and then it's buying him at a different club, but for 55 mil, that's not lost on me by any means. So it is kind of humorous. I wonder, I don't know. That's just something that came to my mind. Let's see. Homo Juve, Pjanic scored one free kick since 2017. He's no longer a good kick taker.
Direct free kicks, he's probably not as good as he was, but the ones on like that you're crossing in or you're playing on short, like he's still very good at those. Oh my god.
Yeah, Julian's mom has to make sure, that you're reined in because last time Maria, I don't think I've seen Maria since then. So, I'm just saying. So Maria, if you're watching this, if you're watching it on the live, I'm still a nice guy. I hope you come back for me. I'm sorry, Julian likes to alienate a lot of our fan base, the Juventus fan base. But I think the 4-4-2 is perfect. That's what we need to bring back at Juventus. Your mom is asking, what kind of PI? Oh, like me? What kind of PI am I? Anything that makes me money, for the most part. I do a little bit of everything. I mean, to be honest, I do a little bit of everything. So basically, just a little background. I can talk about it just for a little bit. Like, what I really do is I work for the former director of the FBI in Kentucky here. So basically, whatever he tells me, I go do. So if it's like today I did surveillances just for boring stuff. Like I did surveillance on a guy who's injured or whatever. I think a couple weeks ago I did the one that I talked about on here about a guy who was a danger to society. For the most part is the best way to describe it. We had to make sure that he wasn't doing stuff like that. I do a lot of legal stuff for people. We do pharmaceutical destructions, especially with everything for the vaccine stuff. I do a lot of that. Anything, people... Yeah, and then I also do the stuff that people, the cheating spouses and all that stuff. We do that part too. But most of the time, I'll be honest, a lot of it's like not boring, but it's like serving subpoenas, locating people, missing children, stuff like that. Not that finding missing children's boring, but like helping locate stuff like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, but I appreciate you asking, ma'am. Let's see. Bill Spanks. Imagine Brett. I'm sorry. I literally just finished talking to your mom and saying "ma'am," and then literally I read Bill Spanks' name. I don't know if Bill Spanks, whatever. Maybe it means something differently, but just to me, I just thought that was humorous. Anyway, imagine a 3-5-2 with Chiesa and Kulu on the sides, Dybala as Cam and Holland on top could be so insane. The Holland dream will never. Yeah, I don't think it's dead. I think it's basically dead.
I'm gonna hold off on that. Let me this off because if we don't spend any, if nothing comes to this summer, we don't spend any money, and we get some sales or we get some revenue back into the club, we start generating some more money. I think we can afford the 75 million release clause next year. So I think we'll have a good shot for Haaland. I'm not trying to psych everybody up, but I think that we'll have a shot at least. We'll be in the mix.
I mean, I'm here for it. Definitely. I like what, I mean, that would be awesome to get, especially if Ronaldo's more than likely outgoing, to bring in another future star of the game would be amazing. I also would just love watching him do interviews. Just how awkward. It's one of my favorite pastimes. We're just watching his interviews.
And it'll be English too.
Exactly. It's fantastic. Let's see. What else we got here?
Sorry, as far as the attacking midfield, so let's go back to...
sorry.
We don't have to... Yeah. We'll go back to the Dybala being an attacking midfielder. I don't like that idea. He's not strong enough defensively in order to be an attacking midfield with so few central midfielders in the first place. Because in a 3-5-2, you play with 3 midfielders, and he's not... He doesn't come back, he's just not defensively responsible or reliable. He'll try his best. Don't get me wrong. He will try his best. Of course, we've seen it with Allegri, but he just passed around. He doesn't understand structure defensively.
I agree with Julian. There's my point. But yeah. Let's see. And then Comedian said hi, Juventini. Lester says just in time. What's lads? I mean, what's up? What's up, guys? Or what's up,
Lester?
Appreciate you tuning in. Definitely can go back watch some of the stuff. I think honestly we might get into some of the more interesting stuff here soon in here a sec anyway. Yeah. So we can talk about a little bit of that. Let me go through a couple more and then I'll bring up a topic that I wanted to bring up. Thank you, Miss Julian's mom. I just love saying that. Nanba wants to know, what does Julian do for work?
Some boring shit. I work in car insurance and I coach soccer.
Coaching's fun. I mean, car insurance can be interesting, like my my sister-in-law, she does that too. I don't know if you like a
I work in claims, yeah.
Okay, in claims and stuff like that. Yeah. I deal with a lot too in my job. A lot of times insurance companies hire us to look up stuff like that. So it can be interesting. Don't undersell yourself. Oh, Bill Spanks is your last name. That's fantastic. What is that?
No way.
That is fantastic. I thought it was just like, I don't know. I have no idea what I was thinking.
Right? Just a keyboard name.
Am I saying it wrong? Is it pronounced differently? Is it something else? What is it? What's the origin? If you don't mind, let me know that. Oh, but you made Julian's whole family is here. Heck yeah, they are. Did Bruno comment? Did I not see Bruno's comment? Because I know
my mom or my dad is probably watching over my mom's shoulder and he's probably asking comments.
Your dad's name is Bruno. That's fantastic. I love the names.
He's the Sampdoria fan that I have no idea why. I don't know why. I guess Mancini and
I would say Big Robbie Mancini. Yeah. What does he think about you being a Juventus fan? Does he not support it?
He's fine with it. No, he's fine with it.
I didn't know I don't know. I feel like if my kid's not, it's maybe a little bit different, but if my kid's not either Juventus fan or not more importantly, but here locally, it may be more importantly because there's way more. If he's a Kentucky fan, I'm just I'm disowning him. It's over. We'll try again with the next one for the most part. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, let me pause these comments real quick. Well, actually, I'll say this one. It's Danish. Okay. Oh, wait. Danish. Sorry, I just want to make sure I said it right. Yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, you have to tell me how to pronounce that. That's awesome. So I say it right. Your dad went to the couch. That's fantastic.
Went to coach.
Oh, coach. Oh, I thought it'd be so much better if it's like he went to the couch. Your dad is on the couch now. He was tired. You embarrassed him too much. Anyway, I wanted to get into, so this may come off as a little bit of a hot take, honestly. We were talking back and forth, but like I was scrolling through Twitter and I'm scrolling through everything going on, and I don't want to. I don't care. I may offend some people here. Don't subscribe. Don't unsubscribe though, or don't dislike the video. But one thing that I just didn't understand, like where my mind went, is the whole like all the stuff on social media. I think, and I appreciate the players that have played for Juventus. I enjoy a lot of the players, but they basically everybody was treating Demiral like he was a casualty of war. Is the way I used to say it, or like I don't know, or like he was Del Piero leaving the club, or Buffon or whatever have you. Like I liked him all right. He did fine. What was he here for 2 years? Like he was here for 2 years. 2 years. He was injured for like the entire 1920 season. He tore his ACL. Like, and I'm not saying like it's not fair for me to be like, he's injured, whatever. It's not his fault. Anything like that. He can control that. But like, do we need the over the top salute for your time at the club and all that? Does that make sense? Maybe I'm a bad guy, maybe I'm sounding like an a-hole, but like I just don't get it. I didn't get the like
the video's fine. The tribute from the club's account is fine. But the people the club spreading out, oh my god, it's like like he's the fourth choice center back for a reason.
Yeah, it's
he's expendable.
It almost felt like they were saying, like, build him a damn statue. And I was like, what has he done? Like, he got injured. He was injured a lot. And then when he was out there, he was serviceable, but he wasn't.
He's erratic.
He wasn't a superstar. Yeah, he wasn't anything, And there was, I know there's people that bought in. Part of me thought maybe he could be, part of that duo replacement with De Ligt in the future. Didn't happen. Didn't play his way into being, one of the top players for the club right now. So, like, I just didn't get it. And, like, if you disagree with me, if you're out there, let me know. I just don't understand, like, the drooling all over. I just didn't understand that sentiment because I just think it's too much. It's too much on my end.
He was liked by the team, like the teammates. Like, he was adored by his teammates. The only thing is, like, the stuff he did on the field was like so average. Like we had we had Chiellini who did everything Demiral did but better. Yeah. We had De Ligt who did everything Demiral did but better. And Demiral, like, he's erratic. You saw in the Euro Cup even with Turkey, he's like he doesn't know how to properly position himself. He's just 100 miles an hour. Boom, let's tackle someone. Let's go get the ball, dribble away.
Yeah, and then I mean that's what Homie Juve brings up a good point. He's saying it's a loan again too. It's a loan. It's not.
Yeah, we can't sell.
It's not, but that's like he has. Yeah. And they couldn't sell, but not just that. But it's like we don't know for sure that he's gone forever. Like just chill out. Like he's. I just don't get it. I don't know. Like,
the way the account made it seem is he's leaving because they're saying, and even his goodbye was like, okay, I had a good 2 years. Peace out.
Yeah, and
like,
I mean,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it was fine with, like, it's fine to, like, retweet his statement and stuff like that. Yeah. But just, like, all the fans that were just, like, over the top, I was like, this is not that, he's just not that guy. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's like when Ramsey leaves and me just being like, oh, thank you, God, for Okay, maybe it's a little bit over the top.
Yeah,
that's Ramsey is not the same. Ramsey is not the same, okay. But I just didn't understand. I didn't get the fawning and all that stuff when it came to it. I don't know. That's just me personally. Like most of the time when players move on, like he's getting paid. He's making money. Yeah. He's creating a living. One of the reasons he's leaving is because he wanted to get playing time, and he was pushing to be moved as well. It wasn't just like Juventus, and I mean, I know yes he wanted to have time. That's just my one thing I wanted to get off my chest for today. It just felt weird. It just felt very.
It is weird. I agree.
It felt unnatural almost to me. Tariro was asking, do you see Juve being competitive in the UCL? Look at PSG, Manchester clubs, Bayern, etc.
We'll be competitive.
Yeah. I think
I don't think we're as good as those four teams on paper, but we'll be competitive.
On paper, you look at it, and especially with the what's going on with Messi and all that. Like PSG should never lose a match. Like
No,
PSG
exactly.
should just they should steamroll everybody, but that's not going to happen. They're going to drop points to
Exactly.
people. It's just crazy. You're going to put this insane lineup out there, and they're still going to lose. They're still going to drop points. They're still going to whatever. And so it is what it
balance.
is.
You still need balance in your squad. Like if those three are playing and you have to start Di Maria, like those center midfielders better be what's it called? They better be Verratti and Gay.
Yeah.
Idrissa Gana Gay. Like it better be two guys who can hold the fort down, or like Paredes. It can't be all these attacking minded players because there's no balance.
Yeah. I do want to come back to that because I do want to talk a little bit about that situation. Let me get a couple of these guys because they're responding to what I said. Because I'm very important.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Massimo said Demiral was a liability. I mean, maybe he was better than Rugani, but too many injuries. Yeah, being better than Rugani isn't a high ceiling for me, but yes.
But at the end of the day, he was the fourth choice center back, and now Rugani is. So, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And we got some money from it. So, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Let's see. Torino says, everyone wanted to see Demiral delect. He was one of the promising players we had, and it's frustrating to see him go out and players like Sandro being given thousands of chances. Bernardeschi, Ramsey, DeShilio. I mean, that's part of business, though. Like, you have to have a product that you can sell if you want to make money, and those are not the products that are going to make us money because nobody wants Bernardeschi, Ramsey, DeShilio. I mean, it's what...
Again, at this point... Yeah, sorry. I'm going to say this one more time. Demiral was fourth choice. Alexandro gets these chances because he is the best that we have at that position. Yeah. Ramsey is the second best, so obviously... Sorry, not Ramsey, DeShilio. DeShilio is the second best at that position, so he will continue to get chances. Bernardeschi, that's one that I have no idea. I can't answer that one.
That is fair. Yeah, Bernardeschi, I don't get it. Like, I don't know why. For early on, not that I bought in, but like I wanted to have hope for Bernardeschi, and I held on longer than most people did. So I'm just as guilty of being just being full. Just when it comes to some stuff, that's me. So I will take the call when it comes to that. I will take that one. Let's see. Here we go. Edgar said, gentlemen, in the latter stages of Euro 2021, Mancini benched Locatelli. Are there some weaknesses or doubts Allegri has, too, on Locatelli, hence the stalling? I don't think so. I think...
This is strictly financial.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know that, like, honestly, I don't know, like, Mancini benching Locatelli was a big deal because you had Verratti and you saw. Yeah. I mean, just look. You watched the Euros. You saw what happened. Yeah. Like they gelled very well. They were a cohesive team together. Locatelli
they had a plan.
Locatelli playing or not, And I'm not even going to entertain, like, well, not saying your comment, but I'm saying I'm not going to entertain the idea that maybe there were some doubts in Locatelli when it came to that. I was just happy at the moment because otherwise they'd be looking for $50 million right now. Is the way I look at it. So.
Probably, like Verratti, we can establish he is better than Locatelli.
Yeah,
no doubt in my mind, no doubt in anybody's mind. It should be the case. This is why he started. Not we went black.
Oh, did we?
Oh, there's a commercial. Sorry, it was a commercial.
Oh, is it? It's on your end. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. So, Verratti is better than Locatelli, right?
Uh-huh.
We all can establish this. This is why he started, not because Mancini doesn't trust him, Locatelli. It's just because we know Verratti's better, and I don't think Allegri has any problem with Locatelli. It's just the finances.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Neves said, "I think people like Demiral's passion."
Because he every time he tackled or blocked a chance, he celebrated like Chiellini used to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or does still, because he still plays.
Right. No, he was fun, and I liked the player. I didn't dislike him. It was just one of those things of like, I mean, I like a lot of players that Juventus has, but like if like a majority of players, if they go, I'm not gonna shed a tear. I'm not gonna go full Barca fan and cry on screen. I know I said I would cry when Ronaldo leaves, which is not true. It's a joke.
Well, like
guys.
I said, my favorite player ever, Nedved. When he left, I did not like. It was kind of shit, but I didn't really care. Like we had to move on.
Yeah. Vilsponks Is that a good try? I don't know. I'm trying, guys. So with the money of Romero and the loan of Demiral, do you think we could push one last time for Loca? I think we are pushing one last time for Loca, but I don't think it's because of that. Because Romero, that's spread out over multiple years. Am I right with that one?
Nope. We lost money on Romero.
Oh, you're right. We did. You said. Sorry, I did not ignore your text today. You did say that earlier. My bad. Explain that. Yeah, explain that. Because sorry, it's been a busy week for me.
When we bought Romero, we spent a lot of coin, obviously. I think it was 28 million. And we had to pay his corresponding contract for whatever it was. I don't remember how much we paid him per year. So when we sold Romero, we sold him for less than what we purchased him for, and his contract did not equate to what we originally purchased him for, which is why we lost out on a deal here, or we lost out on money, and we actually ended up in a negative effect. I believe the Juventus account said we ended up with a negative capital effect of 4.8 million euros.
Was that included in the? Was that the Twitter, like the post that went out on the website?
That was their press conference or press release.
I did not read that. I wish I would have read that. Holy hell!
It was depressing. I looked. I was like negative. I thought we sold him.
Yeah.
But 4.8 million. We lost this. Not that necessarily we actually lost today. Like we didn't lose 4.8 today, but over time we've lost. Over time we've lost 4.8 million.
Paratici. There we go. Exactly. Let's see, David. What do you got here? I see you with some words. Let's see. What about Messi for? Oh, here we go. What about Messi for a free transfer? The board made an exception for Ronaldo. If he reduces his wages for a year, could do Messi and Ronaldo. But sad to say, I know Juventus could not afford both. Yeah, you're right. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
I know everybody would love to see it. Like even me, who's I'm not a Ronaldo or Messi fan. And when I say that, I like Ronaldo. He's here playing for my club, but I am not somebody who's going to follow him afterward and buy a Ronaldo shirt any other place besides Juventus. I appreciate him. I support him. Yada yada yada. I'm not gonna write a well thought out post like a lot of people do. Like I'm saying when he leaves, I'll be like, oh, okay. But it would be cool. That's my main point. What I was trying to get to was just saying it would be cool to see both of them play, especially two that are regarded as the best to ever play the game. To play at Juventus together would be fascinating. It'll never happen. They could never afford that. We could have them, and then we'd have the rest would be filled by U23 players. So we'd have them. We'd have But it would be an interesting. Dream idea. Let's see. He also said, how do PSG get past FFP or financial fair play? Do they have that in the?
El Khatafi, the guy who runs whatever PSG, is playing tummy sticks with Cheferin.
That's the way that that's the best way to say it. That's exactly what I wanted to say, but I'm glad you said it. Yeah, I was like, how is the best way to go? Yeah, I mean, there's the picture, the winking or whatever that's going on and all that. I mean, honestly, I don't want to get on my soapbox and just preach against everything that's been going on with PSG and all their nonsense. And I'm honestly, the reason I'm mostly pissed is because of Verratti and now Donnarumma. That's why I'm really pissed. If it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't care as much, and that's really why I care. But then when you just see them just buying everybody left and right, they go get Hakimi, they go get Ramos, they go
and Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
It's just the thing is, the thing is. Like, I'll go get your players. Go get them. You got to sell players, though. This is what drives me nuts.
Yeah.
This is what our biggest issue was forever. Like, we always had to coincide with financial fair play. We needed to sell all these players, blah, blah, blah. So what's going on with PSG? They sold Mitchell Bakker.
Yeah, they haven't had to sell anybody. So it is insane to watch that over there. Let's see. PC has too many egos. Trying to see if anybody. I think most of these are people responding. What? Demiral Delict was the plan, but Demiral was not up to scratch.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the injury killed him.
Compared to who we have, yeah. Hanin says paying $6 million on wages for Pjanic. That's $12 million gross for wages a year. If we loan him for 2 years, that's $24 million. Couldn't we use that money for Locatelli deal?
I think that's those wages will be cut so dramatically if he was to come in the first place.
I mean, if Pjanic wants to pay us to play, like if he's basically doing like what I'm doing right now, where I pay to have the mic and all
Run this?
stuff. To do this. That's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with him joining the team. That's the one way I would be. Yeah, I would be okay with it. What else? Yeah, I agree. We all do. Yeah, some of you.
FIFA
right?
22 is coming out.
Yeah, just one or two. Neymar. Not that I'm not high on Neymar, but I'd rather. I think like his. I don't know. I don't know if that's a hot take to say his peak's over. So I'm not really high on the Neymar.
I don't think his peak's over. I don't think he hasn't had a consistent peak because he can't play for more than a stretch of time.
Yeah, that's fair. Drew, I had no problem with Demiral going, but him going to a rival and domestic club is a bad move.
Nah.
That's the option we had. We had no other. Real options.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else that would be our main starter? Okay. How long? Okay, we can go through these. If you have a topic that you wanted to bring up, I brought up my main one. There's other stuff we could talk about, Messi, whatever, anything like that you want to, because I know I haven't really. It's a big topic when it comes to the entire football landscape. Yeah. I just haven't really I didn't even mention it in the news video today, just because it doesn't really affect me, if that makes sense. It
doesn't pertain to Juventus. It doesn't pertain to Juventus, and if you don't really care about like a PSG or Barcelona, this doesn't really.
Yeah.
I care a lot because, like I said, it is like massive news.
No, I mean, and that's why I'm open to talk about it, because I know a lot of people want to talk about it. I mean, I'm interested in talking about it. I just didn't know how I could work it in with that kind of stuff. Bill Spunks saying sorry. That's gonna kill me every time. How long do you think Alexandro will be our main starter at left back, and when? How should we replace him? Pellegrini. I'll give my quick statement, and then you can go, because you'll have way more thoughtful and interesting ideas. Alexandro is until, I guess, what is it, midfield this year, and the next year maybe we look at that, or I don't know. I don't know. It's until we can afford somebody else, until somebody else, a viable option comes up, and then how should we replace him? Unfortunately, right now, the way I look at it is I think De Sciglio is better than Pellegrini for that spot right now. Pellegrini did not impress me. I was on the Pellegrini train with a lot of people before, and then I saw him, and he looked confused, like a deer in headlights, didn't know what was going on. Couldn't, I don't know. That's basically what I thought.
Yeah. So Alexandra will be staying until the end of his contract. We're not selling him unless he has some outstanding season this year. But then why would we sell him at that point? His contract ends in 2023, so he will be a Juventus player for 2 more years, and he'll probably be the starter unless De Sciglio somehow surpasses him. But I don't see that happening. Like the commenter said, Pellegrini, he's not doing it. It's a shame. It's hindsight that we did do the Spinazzola for Pellegrini swap. We did make a lot of money out of it. However, it's a shame that Spinazzola's become what he's become. But this is hindsight, like I said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Edgar was asking, has Allegri Juve officially said they want to loan out Nicky Beans or keep him, or it's not decided? I think it's basically been, through...
It's hinted at.
Voice box, not like Agresti and people like that. Nicky Beans. Nicola Fagioli will end up going probably to like a Serie B or something like that. I can't remember exactly who was interested in him. If it was Valencia or something like
Venezia.
Oh wait, Venezia?
Yeah.
Oh, Venezia. Then never mind. It's not. That's okay. Never mind. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know why. I don't know why. Wait, so that okay? Then they wouldn't be Serie B then.
There's 2 Venezia teams. The Venezia with the nice jerseys that just got promoted.
Yeah, that's the only one I think about.
They're not looking at him. There's another there's another Venezia that's in Serie B, and they're like LR Venezia. Whatever.
That's why. Okay, that's why I just saw the one word and I was like, "This Venezia?" Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Massimo, do you think the Dybala extension will happen as reported before the season starts? Do you think his agent will start bleep after the Inter nonsense? I hate saying this because then it doesn't happen. I think this week. I think it gets done this weekend. I feel pretty good about it. I mean, I could be wrong, like I always am, but I felt pretty confident that because of Allegri and because of their relationship, that they will both work to get it done sooner.
Like, there's a reason why his agent is here now. He usually doesn't make the trip out to Torino. So I think it's probably going to get done at some point in the next week.
Yeah.
Like, they're obviously meeting tomorrow, but obviously it's not going to just go boom. Like, we're going to sign him tomorrow or extend him. It's just going to happen over time in the next week.
Yeah. Absolutely. Home Juve, I want the Super League to happen because PSG and English clubs are ruining football. Yeah, I mean, at least it'll give Juve a chance, which is sad that I'm asking for Juventus to have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll help us in the market and all that. Comedian, we could have signed Haaland, but they told him we want you for Juve U23 and not first team, and that's why we lost him. Is that accurate? I think I do remember.
That's a rumor that we wanted him so long ago, and he would play in the U23 team. But like, I can't. If it was recent, I can't see why would we do that.
Yeah,
probably when he was 17, that was probably the rumor. But like when he was 19, just about to leave Salzburg, then it's like there's no chance. There's no chance he'd be a U23 player.
Yeah, it probably was a rumor from before that resurfaced when he was getting interested.
Exactly.
Over Arda 20 asked, do you think we can sign Milinkovic or is it over? I
think West Ham is buying him for 17 mil.
Are they? Did that? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't. That's what did that happen today, or did
no, like it's not concrete, but like they put an offer of 17 million, so we're not gonna do that.
yeah, no. Well, and then the latest rumors when it comes to Juventus was more they're not replacing Demiral right now. It would have to be Rugani would have to be outgoing. Of course, Rugani. The latest thing is Rugani Fiorentina is a potential landing spot. But Juventus isn't willing to help lower the wages or meet his wages at $3 million a year.
Yeah.
So if they want him, they're going to have to pay the whole amount.
Exactly, and as a fourth choice center back, there's no point.
Absolutely. Let's see, and then okay, yeah, there is. Oh, there he is.
Oh, wait, Venezia? Oh, he probably meant Venezia and Vicenza.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, he he said it later. That's okay. That's where it got me. I probably just read it quickly.
I thought. Yeah, I think it's LR Vicenza then, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know those stupid letters before the name.
Right. Let's see. I mean, and then when you ask that, which player can we sign? I mean, to me it feels like it's going to be either Locatelli and Pjanic or just Pjanic. And I will do a live stream. It'll just be me, like the Barca guys, just sitting here crying. I'm not even going to say a word. I'm just going to sit and just sob into my hands for an hour. That'll be it. And you don't even have to join. It'll just be me. It's okay. Yeah. Let's see what else. Do you need to get going? Do you have coaching here?
I have to coach, but I can chill for a bit longer.
Okay, we can do a little bit longer. Let's see what else we got. Mohammed saying Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, and saying this is fantasy football. Absolutely, it is. It really is. Yeah. They're doing what I'll be honest. The main reason I'm so pissed at PSG is because I'm jealous. It's because I would love to be able to go treat it like a buffet and just pick whoever I want, throw it on the plate. We're good to go. Andy's asking, I know you've asked it a few times, is the meeting between Juve and Sassuolo still the weekend, or has it been postponed again? I honestly, at this moment, I don't know. I have no clue. We have rumors. I don't even remember. Let me check.
If they're meeting Dybala's agent tomorrow, I highly doubt a Locatelli meeting will happen tomorrow as well. Unless they're dividing up unless Cherubini goes to Sassuolo's meeting and Nedved goes to Jorge Antun's meeting.
Mm-hmm. It was one of those rumors that I don't even remember hearing about a meeting this weekend, if I recall. I don't know. It looks like Nico Shearer's confirmed the whole Messi to PSG. It looks signed a contract till 2023. Anyway, let's see. Oh, and then Edgar said the poise that Fajoli has on the ball shows he's really a class player. If Fajoli is clever, he will exit Serie A like Verratti, who will have been benched in Italy or sent to Serie B on loan. I think people are just putting way too much hype on Fajoli right now.
Yeah.
Guys. Like, I understand you like him and you think he's got potential, but I just don't think he's not that guy. He's not that guy yet. I don't know.
I feel like if he was that guy, he would be, no doubt about it, starting in this team because we have such average midfielders. Like there'd be if he was that guy, no problem. Allegri would be like, yes, let's play.
Yeah.
You're starting against Udinese, no problem.
Yeah, and I would say honestly, if he was that guy, he would have. Even if you're late to that first match, you're probably gonna start the next match. You'll just, whatever. I didn't hear anything else about it. I don't know.
What's that meme? You're not that guy.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're not that guy. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yes. I love that. Was that Big Lebowski? Is that?
I don't remember. No, I think it was a dude from the shopping mall. He's just saying, "Don't fight me because you're not that guy," or something.
Oh, you're right. I thought that was. Yeah, it might have been amusing multiple things, but I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're not that guy. Yes. Let's see. To the older Juve fans, was Ravanelli possibly the most underrated player for us, and should we have made him captain, stopping him from going to Middlesbrough?
He's very good, but like, he did what he wanted to do, and we still did fine without him.
Right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Bill Spunks. You're probably out of here, but thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. If you're still here, which there are a decent amount of you here, please go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the support and you checking us out. Massimo said Ravanelli is a champion and not underrated. His move was a financial thing back then.
Yeah, it is what it is. He wanted to move. It's fine. Everything Del Piero worked out very well.
Let's see. We've been waiting for Manuel way before the Euros.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I skipped. Yeah, I some of them I throw up there because they make it's. I agree with it, but I can't. I don't really have a lot of.
I lagged at that time, so that's why. Yeah.
Which one? Sorry, say that again.
Sorry, I lagged. I was lagging.
You lagged.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
okay.
all I'm saying.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm sorry. Okay, so Muhammad's saying that new contact for Locatelli this week. Romeo said that via Twitch. So, yeah, the problem is when you say contact, it's just there's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's so much contact being made. Like, it's just like, what does that mean? A phone call? Does that mean an actual meeting?
Yeah, it's like a text. Yo, let's meet up for dinner.
Because, like, no offense, like, I feel like this entire month or whatever, if these guys are professionals, then they probably know each other well enough that they're probably sending each other texts every day. Like, 100%. I would imagine. If you're trying to get this deal done, so, like, I just feel like whenever Agresti, and like I said, Agresti is basically the Bible when it comes to Juve, when it comes to, like, news. But, like, at the same time, that wording means nothing to me, for the most part. Muhammad is asking, I guess, what we think Juventus' probable starting midfield versus Udinese will be. It's a way out. I guess we're going for a 4-3-3.
Let's pretend we're doing Allegri's 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Apparently, the holding midfielder will be Ramsey. Bentancur will be the Mazzala as a box-to-box, and probably Bernardeschi will be the attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Or they could put Kulusevski there. I would personally like to see Kulusevski in an attacking role, a more advanced role, but they might stick him on a wing, so who knows?
God, I hope Locatelli's here by then. I hope it's done by then. That's all that makes me think about that. I think Muhammad said Bernardeschi, Ramsey, Bentancur. So I think that's what you said, right?
That's what, but maybe Kulusevski instead of Bernardeschi as the attacking advanced midfielder. But again, he might stick him on the wing, so who knows?
Muiz Ahmed, and I apologize if I say his name wrong. Everybody here says my name wrong, so I apologize if I say your last name wrong. But what about Pedro Neto? Neto?
Pedro Neto?
Yeah.
For what? To come to Juve?
I think so. I'm guessing that's what they're asking.
The guy from Wolves?
I think so. Let me make sure.
Yeah, he's young. He's good, but again, we need to be able to afford people.
Well, yeah. So I was trying to look at like what his transfer market stuff is, like what his 38.5 mil. Oh, that's US though. I mean, so it's even more. So yeah, I don't know.
He's a good player, of course.
Yeah. I guess I'm just looking at more of our current needs right now.
Yeah, we don't need another winger.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when we're getting close, and I'll wrap it up. I just have like a couple more. Fixed is saying maybe my rose-tinted specs for me, though, but he was as passionate as any other player we've had, first to training and last to leave. I think he's talking about
Ravanelli.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Okay, YFG Jab. Yeah. Was it a rumor about Haaland when he was at RB Salzburg? He wanted to come to Juve because his idol plays there, CR7, but Sadi told him he doesn't see him as a first-team player. Yeah.
We'll never know the truth.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Like here, one way I can relate, I can say here is I remember being a Louisville fan growing up as a kid. There were rumors that either LeBron James was either going to go to Ohio State or Louisville, were like the two things that they talk about all the time, and like we always hear that, and I'm like, but anybody could say that. Anybody could, like, he's going to Kentucky or he's going to UCLA, something like that. So I don't know until there's real, physical proof that was an option or whatever.
What I'm familiar with is that we were trying to get him even before he bursted at Salzburg, and that's when it was suggested he'd go to the what's it called, the U19 or Primavera team or U23 team. So again, we'll never know the truth. But producer Ali seems to believe that's fake news, whatever YFG jab said or whatever.
Did he say that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just hate Ali, not us.
Yeah.
But I appreciate your comments. Then Edgar says, I see 4-2-3-1 is the best for Juve at this stage. I'd like to see a 4-2-3-1 tried out there.
If it's for the first game of the season, sure. Because we are lacking in midfielders.
Yeah. Let's see, and then he says I think it lagged a little bit, but okay, I think we're good. The end of the transfer window is getting closer and closer. If Juve and Sassuolo can't find agreement soon, Juve will have to pursue a serious alternative. I don't know, like, even though they throw out that alternative idea, we talked about at the very beginning of the show. If you haven't seen it, go back and rewatch it. We were talking about Tchouameni. Sorry, so make sure I'm saying it right. Or whatever, as close to right as possible. We talked about that. I don't know. I'm not convinced that they will. I'm kind of more convinced that I could literally see them just settling with Pjanic and being done with it. I don't know. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. You may think, let's see. And then I think we'll just go with one more, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yep.
Muhammad said, that was actually, there's two related in one. Imagine if PSG buys Ronaldo next season when Mbappe leaves on a free. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. My personal opinion is I think if you get Messi, that's Ronaldo's lifeboat's gone.
Yeah.
Because
also, they don't need to buy him. They would just sign him on a free.
Yeah, definitely. So, that's true. That's a very good point. So anyway, we'll see what happens there. Anyway, I think that'll do it for us today, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in, as always, to the live stream, to our shows, to checking us out. Let me throw this up just so you know. Daily news shows will be on every single day. I post them Saturday through, or Sunday through Saturday. Do people still do the calendar that way? I know sometimes they do it Monday through Sunday or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I will be doing that every single day. Live streams are Monday through Friday. We do them every day at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the United States, 10:45 if you're going by Turin time. Do the math yourself to figure that out. Anyway, we appreciate each of you tuning in. If something happens with Locatelli, we will try to jump in and do a emergency live stream the best we can. I would like to be hopeful and say it'd be this weekend, but it's not going to. So anyway, but if something happens, we will definitely do that. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Make sure you follow bianconerizone on Twitter and Instagram at bianconerizone, and follow Julian Gianotti at Gianotti151 on Twitter. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.